Do you love baseball?
Heck yeah, I do. Then time to listen to.
The man who's been around since they invented the game.
Yes, he's that old.
Even older than me.
It's time for Dugout Discussions with
Chris Rose.
Who?
Chris Rose.
I thought he was dead.
That's Pete Rose.
Oh, my bad.
Here we go.
We are back. This is Dugout Discussions. It is sponsored by American Crew. Style like a pro with American Crew. Coming up in just a few minutes, the brand new shortstop of the San Francisco Giants, Willy Adames. He is a bundle of energy. But we're going to get it going by spinning back the clock to when these big old ball players were just little kids. It's another edition of Baby Ballplayers. Baby pictures of his teammates. And I want to see if you can recognize them. How well do you think you know your teammates' faces?
I don't know where you're going with this. I feel like I know most of them pretty well.
Confident?
I am slightly. I didn't do great last time.
No, you didn't.
I was probably middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Maybe on the lower end.
I think so. But I feel better about this.
I'm going to have a really hard time.
That's
This is
all
a new
right.
team.
I think we're about to find out.
Okay, here we go. So who is that?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's actually a tough one to start with. Is that Carson Kelly?
No cheating.
I'm just analyzing faces here. Nate Pearson?
It's not.
Ian Happ.
Check out the ears. Yeah, I think that's JT. Is it JT? No.
Carl Tucker.
Way?
That's Tucker.
Good. Was there a point of emphasis, something that gave it away?
Great hair. Great hair right there in that photo. So, yeah, nothing. I did the Rolodex there. Came up with Tucker. Kyle Tucker?
Yes.
Okay.
Most people have been stumped. Was there something?
He's grown into the ears a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is some big ears. I feel like his ears are way bigger than.
Satellite dishes.
Yeah, some Dumbo stuff.
It's a cute kid.
So you're saying he's an ugly adult?
No. This one was obvious as I think it should be.
Yes.
That's Shota. It's Shota, not Seiya. It's left-handed Shota.
That's got to be Shota.
Oh, that's Shota.
Shota?
Yeah, that's the layup for everybody.
Yeah, Shota can swing it. I've seen some videos. So. Shota.
This is the layup
Okay.
here. Let's not sweat it out.
That's Shota.
Yeah, I mean that's your layup.
Yeah. Thank you.
You want everybody to get on the board.
And the lefty swing, he still likes to hit. Like on the field, he'll just like after he throws a bullpen, he'll like hit sometimes.
How's the batting stance for a pitcher?
Apparently he could hit in Japan. That's what we've heard.
He told us that he wasn't great at that age, though.
Well, it's okay. Not all of us were. It's all right.
Well, not all of us were. Some of you were.
I don't think I was either.
Liar.
We do our hitters meetings before the game, and I think it was when we were here last year. We put Shota on the highlight, and he had like a couple triples and a couple singles, and he had a great swing.
It's me.
How old were you here?
I
I don't remember, but I want to say first year at elementary school.
Who is that? Is that, I feel like I'm missing something easy here. I have no idea.
He's in a crouched position.
Oh, Miguelito. Mr. Amaya. I kind of want to say Miguel Amaya.
Would you like to say Miguel Amaya?
Yeah, I would.
Ding ding.
Yeah, let's go.
Amaya? Miggy?
Nailed it.
Miguel Amaya. Oh.
Amaya?
Yes. I don't want to jinx anything, but we're looking good.
That's Miguel Amaya.
Is it because of the crouch?
Yeah, he was crouching back then. Yeah, that looks like Miggy. That looks like a young Miggy.
That's our catcher. That's Miggy.
Is that just because of the crouch that he's in, or can you see it in the face?
No, I can see that in the face. I feel like it's the nose for me.
All right, we got to wrap because we're going to get this out.
You're gonna get in trouble.
That's really young.
I mean, come on. That's a baby.
This feels unfairly young.
I mean, this could be anybody.
I'm not getting a ton from that right there. I'm going to say Dansby.
Jameson?
His son looks just like this.
That can't be JT.
Could be.
I mean, I guess that picture's old enough to be JT.
First of all, what color hair does this one have?
That looks like blondes, but if you're saying it's his son, then it's probably Justin Turner.
Yes, there we go. I feel good about it.
Look, his eye color is it that dark still?
I don't know. I try not to look into his eyes very often. It scares me. Really red beard.
Justin Turner.
Could have got that. We need some more color in the photo, you know?
I mean, he's old. You're lucky it's not black and white. That's old guy on old guy crime right there, by the way.
Yeah, his baby cried the first time he saw me because I don't think he's ever seen anybody whiter than him at this point in his life.
Is that me? No. I don't. How am I supposed to get this one? It does look like me though.
It is you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't answer me. I said, "Is that me?" And you didn't answer me.
It is you.
I was gonna say that's gonna be me.
That's adorable. How do you not know that that's you?
Well, I knew that it was me, and then you didn't confirm it, so I thought it was okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I'm someone else. It looks just like my son, by the way.
I'm apparently really, really bad at this. These are hard.
Maybe you should just pay attention to your teammates. Get off your phone.
I feel like this should be easy. Carson?
Ooh. No. His face is the same.
Dunsby.
That's Steely.
Easy.
Justin Steele, yeah.
I mean, look at that. It looks like he's almost got a lipper in there.
He's got the same smirk going now, yeah.
That's Steely. That's about as easy as it gets. He's got the same exact face and like that
snarl.
Yeah, the snarl.
Ooh, that's got to be Justin Steele.
I mean, it's the same smirk.
Yeah, exact. That's identical. He hasn't changed a bit.
Steele?
Yeah.
How do you see it?
He does smirk like that, yep.
Oh!
That's Justin Steele.
Oh my God, that smile. The dimple. I should have known that.
Carson Kelly?
It's a good guess. It's not quite.
J-Mo?
Right idea.
This could be Nico Horner.
It could be, but it's not. That's a pitcher.
Is that Ben Brown?
You nailed it. That's not easy. How do you see that?
I spent a lot of time with Benny. I love Benny. I was just with him this morning, but I don't know. That was a bit of a shot in the dark there.
Is that Ben Brown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
It would be one of his battery mates.
Ben Brown.
How'd you get that?
Felt good about that one. I know my teammates.
You love them. This is great.
Yeah. I'm doing a great job this year.
No way. He looks completely different now, to be fair.
I would hope so. He's like 6 months old in this one.
Yeah, and he's got long hair.
Rotation.
Well, it's not Shota. It's not Steele. Ben Brown?
That is Ben Brown.
That's Pete. Pete Cronenshine.
I mean, this could have been last week.
Yeah, young Cubby fan still looks that way. That's only 2 years ago, right?
PCA.
That's last week.
Yeah. Okay, that's Pete. Jeez.
That's incredible.
Yeah. That's an easy one. He's too old there.
Pete.
Could be last week.
Yeah.
He looks the same.
Yeah, Pete.
Yeah.
That's yours truly.
How old are you?
I had to have been like 8 or 9, probably. 8 or 9, and
Probably playing with 17-year-olds.
not at that point. Nah. He wasn't as polished as I am now.
I mean, look at you. Can you do that? Look at that hole.
Okay. Blondie.
Same face.
You think so? Who is that?
It's not Caleb Thielbar, is it?
It is not. You need to look at your teammates in the eyes.
I've only known him for a couple weeks here.
I give up. Who?
That's J-Mo.
Oh, I see it now.
J-Mo.
Yeah, that's J-Mo.
I know.
Yeah, that is the same face. You're right.
That's young Jameson.
And what gave it away?
I don't know. That's a young J-Mo. He's got the face still. J-Mo.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, you might be top of the class. I don't want to jinx it, but I think that's pretty good. You look pissed.
My older brother is probably talking shit to me.
It's great that most people have nailed it. What do you think gives it away?
I don't know, the long face.
You said it, not me.
I don't know. Man, we've got some good pictures. I'm glad you picked that one. I feel good about it.
Yeah,
There's some layups in there, but
I think every couple of years we're gonna have to do this now.
Absolutely, run it back.
You did way better this time.
Yeah. I felt really good about that. I feel like I redeemed myself.
I feel like you've just gotten to know your teammates a little bit better.
Yeah, I must have hated my teammates the last time we did this, huh?
3 for 10 gets you in the Hall of Fame.
Was that when I was like 3 for 10 and I almost missed me?
You did pretty well though. You got Ben Brown. That's like bonus points.
I'm proud of the Ben Brown one. Shout out Benny Brown. He's a lovable guy.
I'd say I did average. I wish I did better. Average. That's hard.
Shoot for average. It's okay.
I'd say average.
Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
We have a nice parting gift for you.
You do?
Not really. We're budget
I'll get
cuts.
roasted in the comments for my parting gift.
Don't roast him. Say nice things about J-Mo, please. Thank you.
I love my teammates.
Good job by the Cubbies, checking out themselves when they were little Cubbies. Back out to the stadium in just a bit, but quick reminder that today's episode of Dugout Discussions, it's brought to you by American Crew. Just like you need the right gear in sports, you need the right gear for your hair. We've teamed up with American Crew, the champions in men's grooming, to help you style like a pro. So whether it's the holding strength of fiber, the versatile stylings of forming cream, or the classic shine of pomade, American Crew has you covered. Check out these all-star hairstyling pucks on Amazon today. Style like a pro on and off the field. Back out to the diamond, down the road in Anaheim. Time to catch up with Giants shortstop Willy Adames. All right. One of my favorite things so far this year is when you and Julio were robbing each other and then you're talking to each other. What did he say to you when you were sitting on second base?
When he got me out running
Yeah.
second, he was like, it's like, you know, we're friends and everything, but you can't be running on me like that. And it was funny because, like, I kind of knew I was going to be out as soon as I touched first. I was like running and I was looking at Mark and Mark was like, let's go, 2-2. I was like, oh my God. So I touched first and I saw him like almost catching the ball. I was like, oh my God, he's going to get me out by a mile. But I just went just to, you know, to challenge him, man. And I think that's the fun of this thing. When you like having fun but competing at the highest level, I think that's when the game is more fun.
Okay, so are you willing to trade the out at second for the two great plays you made against him?
Yes, because we were winning the game too, like by a few runs. So I was like, it didn't cost us anything, but I'll trade that for the two plays.
So many younger fans, well listen, I'm old and I loved it. So many young fans love that sort of stuff, but I'm sure you're thinking, there's probably some old heads out there who say, well, you have to hate each other. Why are you doing that during a game? What do you say to those people?
Nah, man, you know, I respect everybody's opinion, obviously, you know, that's how the mentality was back in the days, but like, you know, like nowadays we kind of like know each other, like we hang out off the field with each other. It's like when we on the field, we know that we're competing and we have to do what's best for our team, and we know that, you know, when we cross the white lines, like we're kind of like not friends, but we're competing, and you know, we're like a friendly competition. You know what I mean? It's not like I hate you, but I'm gonna beat you. You know, I'm gonna beat you. We're still friends, but I'm gonna beat you when we, you know, between those white lines.
He's going to be your teammate in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. So like,
How much do you think about that? You were on the team in 23, which didn't finish where you wanted to finish. So how much does that drive guys from the DR?
I feel like that's the whole point of like, you know, us competing like that, and like, you know, kind of like we grow in the friendship, even though we, you know, making plays against each other, you know, but like that kind of like grows the chemistry and like the you know, the friendship, and that I think when we bring that to the WBC, it's like when the team is gonna be the best. When you have guys that you know, they know each other, they're friends with each other, but they know they have to compete at the highest level when they play in the WBC.
Okay, so we know what it means to people here in the United States. What does that event mean to people in the DR?
I mean, we're representing the country. I think that's one of the biggest events, if not the biggest. And they all come to Miami to, you know, to support the team. And I mean, I don't know if you've been there, but when we play in Venezuela or Puerto Rico, like, you know, the stadium is loud. Like, that was one of the best energy that I ever felt playing a baseball game. It was insane, and I think, you know, it means the world for obviously for the whole country, because they always watching, they always supporting, and you know, they want us to win. They got mad at us when we lost, when we didn't even advance to the second round. They were, you know, saying a lot of crazy stuff, but we know it comes from, you know, from the heart, and they want us to win, and we want to win.
We got more coming your way with Willy Adames, but a quick reminder that today's episode is sponsored by True Classic. True Classic has one mission: to make sure guys look good and feel even better. They've nailed fit, feel, and price across your entire wardrobe. Not just tees that look like this, but hoodies, jeans, activewear, everything you need to level up your everyday style. So I started wearing these a few years ago, right? Michelle Rose, the queen, she started to love them. She looked at me different. We've been married for almost 30 years, and when she starts giving me that look, I know that a place like True Classic does it right. Now, True Classic isn't just about great clothes. Their brand DNA, it's built on being highly intentional in everything they do. From creating high-quality essentials to making folks laugh with hilarious ads to delivering Ritz-Carlton level customer service to giving back to the communities they believe in, every detail is done with purpose. So forget overpriced designer nonsense. Skip the cheap throwaways. True Classic delivers premium essentials built for real life. So grab yours at Target or Costco or head to trueclassics.com/dugout to get hooked up today. All right, time to hook you up more with our chat of Willy Adames.
Could baseball in Major League Baseball ever be like it is in the World Baseball Classic as far as enthusiasm, guys jumping over the rails? It happens in the playoffs, but I'm talking about in the middle of July when it's game 98 and y'all are dragging ass. Like, oh my God, give me the All-Star break. Could it ever be like that?
It depends. I feel like it could, but it depends like how your team is doing and like who you're playing against. Like I feel like us could be like that playing the Dodgers or San Diego. It could be a series like that. You know, if we're like competing for to go to the playoffs and to push, I think you could have a series like that. But obviously, I wish you could have that, throughout the whole regular season. But it's just long. A lot of guys, they run out of energy. Some guys are struggling and they don't bring the energy like that when they're struggling. It's a lot of things going on, and it's for a long time during the regular season.
So is that why when you hit that home run and you were talking shit with the fans in Kansas City, like that looked like the most fun thing? Like it's got to be one of the top 5 moments for you in your career, right?
Of course, I love that. I embrace all of that. I love when I'm on that circle, people talking shit to me. Sorry.
No, you can say that.
Okay. When they
don't
talking,
apologize.
Okay, sorry.
You want to say shit again? It'll make you feel better.
Okay, good. When they talking shit about, they talking shit to me, I love it because it's like that's how it is. You embrace that. You make the fans feel like they're in it, they part of it. And then when you come up in a situation like that and you come clutch and you hit the homer, you have to let them know how you feel. Like, hey, I told you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like those moments is what makes the game like more fun and I feel like the game become easier in a certain way because sometimes you need that to make you feel good and like to push yourself to like lift up yourself. Because sometimes you're struggling and you don't know how to do it. And those moments like that, they will help you to like take off.
You made a fan for life, though. Think about that. You did. You change. Those guys will have that story forever.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's part of the game. That's what I want to do when obviously when I'm not playing the game anymore, I want people to remember me as like, and that guy was awesome. He was a great human being, even though they were not a fan of the Brewers at the time, but they were a fan of me. And then they probably watched some of the Brewers game because of that moment. And that's what I want when I leave the game. It's like, okay, that people remember me as that, that kind of person.
So your team's doing great so far. For you, it's been a little bit of a slow start, but you are such a high energy guy. I've seen guys when they struggle out of the gate, they don't even want to look at anybody. And they certainly aren't going to do a 10-minute interview. Why is it that you bring that energy? Where did that start?
I feel like it started since I was a kid. I love this game, man. Like I always say it. I think it sounds like a cliche now because I always said it, but it's like I love the game. This is a dream for me. I'm living the dream every day. And we play 162 games for the regular season. Like you're gonna have really bad moments, really great moments, okay moments. It's like you just have to, be the same person every day. Obviously, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I'm not feeling it, but I know I have to bring it for my team. Like you say, I have a low start this year. We're doing great. We're winning. Why am I gonna bring that negative energy to the clubhouse if we're winning? You know what I mean? And for me, it's like I'm gonna contribute to the team in different ways when my hitting is not there. Mm-hmm. I gotta play defense. I gotta run the bases when I'm there. I gotta, support my teammates. I gotta lift them up whenever they down, even though I'm down too. But I'm that type of person. I'm the one with the energy. I can't just leave it in the hotel or home because then everybody's gonna be down and then we're not gonna win.
What other than the money? And listen, the money's great and nobody would ever bother to say, oh, well, why are you taking the most money? That's great. But what did Buster Posey tell you that made you feel like, yeah, in addition to the checks, that this is the right place?
I feel like with him, it was easy because we didn't even talk about money until the last few days. It was more about what does he want to do here in San Francisco, what type of players he's going to bring to the clubhouse, what kind of culture he wants to, build here, and that all that kind of stuff is like what drives me. It's like, well, I want to create a winning culture. I want to create something great here, like you guys had in 2010. And when they won all those championships, I feel like we have Chappie here, we have Webby, Robbie, like all these young guys. We can build something great. You can bring the right pieces, because when you go and talk to somebody, it's Buster Posey talking to somebody. It's not anybody else, you know what I mean? It's a legend, probably a Hall of Famer, a 3-time champion, like MVP, whatever. It's like that changed the perspective of us as a player. It's like, you're gonna be running the organization? Okay, sign me up. I know you're gonna do something great, because you know what it takes to win. And for me, that was it. I was like, just forget about the money. Like, I just want to build something great with you.
Does it piss you off that everybody goes, well, the Dodgers are going to go to the World Series, definitely, and if it's not them, well, the Padres are really good. And oh, by the way, if it's not them, like the Diamondbacks are great. Oh, the Giants are cute. They used to win. They'll be a nice little fun. Does that piss you all off?
I feel like it's great to be in that position, because, like, I love being the underdog. I love being on a team that nobody's expecting them to be there, but at the end of the day, we're going to be there. We're going to show you that we're better than what you think we are. And I think that's what we're building right now, just building that energy, in the clubhouse of like, we're gonna win. We're gonna punch people in the face and be like, hey, we're better than what you think we are. And I think we're showing that right now, the way we've been playing. And we're winning games that people were like, we had a tough series in Philly right now, and we were 2-2. Like, that was a pretty good challenging series, because it's a winning team too. So it's like, okay, let's see where we are. But we're not far. We were there. We fought against them, and we didn't give up. And I feel like that's the mentality that we're creating here.
When did you know you had a shot at the show? How old were you? Were you 13? You were like, I'm going. Or was it later?
No, it was like when I was in the minor leagues. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, when I went to the Futures game, I was like, maybe I have a chance.
How old were you?
That was in AA. I think it was like 19, maybe 20.
So that's when you realized you had a chance.
I had a chance. Even though I was already in AA. I was like, hey, maybe I think I have a chance. Because for me, when I got signed by the Tigers in 2012, it was like, yeah, I made it to the pro, but it's like, I'm in the Dominican Summer League. I still have like 7 steps to get to the big leagues. And it's like, it seems so far. Then even when you make it here the first few years, it's like, okay, like, yeah, but I see a lot of guys that are like in AAA and never made it. You know what I mean? So like, for me, I had to, when I went to, Petco Park and for the Futures game, I saw a lot of big leaguers there. I met a lot of good people. And then, I was competing with the guys that are in the show right now. I was like, this is the highest event for a minor leaguer, you know what I mean? And I'm here, and I'm playing shortstop. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not bad, I'm good, I think I have a chance. And then if you see now, like, there's a lot of guys that were there. Like, Moncada was the MVP that year. And he's here. Like, a lot of guys that were there. Bretman was there. It was a lot of the guys that are now in the big leagues for a long time.
What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't a ball player? You ever thought about that?
Oh, when I was a kid, I used to like building apartments and stuff like that. I love the engineers. Like,
you want to be an architect?
Oh my God, an engineer, like the one that builds everything.
Really?
Yeah, that was my second thing. If I didn't make it to the league, I was gonna go to school to learn how to become an engineer.
So what'd you do? Stuff like I did. Like, I used to build Legos. That's as far as I got in engineering.
No, I was like, so like for me, I couldn't even get there, because in the Dominican, you have to start very young. Like I used to just go around like all the buildings that were being built in my small town, or like all the houses, and just look at it, and like I thought it was amazing, like how a human being can build.
I know, right?
A high building like that. And then when I came to the States, I was like, like Will Smith on that show, like.
You're walking around the cities looking at all these places.
Oh my God, what is going on? It's too high. I was like, but it was amazing for me to see all of that. And now it's just like, I have a lot of friends that are engineers, and they're like way older than me, but I love hanging out with them, because they for me, that's what I wanted to be if I was not a baseball player. But for them, they wanted to be a baseball player, and they couldn't do it.
Of course. So you probably love walking around the cities when you're on the road.
Oh yeah.
Just seeing.
Oh yeah.
The layout and everything, huh?
Yeah.
We can't find you in your room just chilling.
No, I do sometimes. But if we go to like like when we go to New York.
Uh-huh.
I love going to New York and like just looking at the buildings and like all this, because for me it's just amazing. I go to Central Park and just look at the buildings. It's so high that it's like, how do a human being was able to think?
I know, right?
We can build this building all the way like that's for me. It's just like it doesn't even make sense. And they're like this like skinny. It's crazy to me, but I love that. And I have one of my friends right now. He's here. There's like 3 or 4 engineers that are here from the Dominican.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's nice. The dream is the World Series. How often do you sit in your bed or hang out in your car and think about what it would be like?
I mean, I think I would lie if I don't tell you like it's almost every day. It's just so tough for us as a player, especially when you know that you have a team that have a chance to compete and maybe make it there, not to think about it every day. I feel like all the guys here that they know that we can do more damage than people think we can and make it there. But for us, it's just, at least for me, like I'm almost every day thinking about like, you know, going to the World Series and like just having a moment like Freddie Freeman last year. You know, like every baseball player had dream about that moment, has done it in the backyard. Like 3-2, bases loaded, Willy Adames hitting. Like we always dream about that. Like we always think about it. We always want to be in that spot. We always want to win a championship. Like that's the dream. For me, that's what I play for, you know.
Listen, dude, don't change. You are you're a shining light in this game. You're a blast to watch, and I appreciate your time. I know that the viewers out there are going to love it too. So you're all right in my book.
Thank you, baby.
Well, it's pretty obvious few guys can match the energy of Willy Adames. He is always a blast to talk to. You know what? That's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to kick back, relax, get a little food, maybe a beverage as well, and just chill out and watch a little baseball. Quick reminder, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you every Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern, for a brand new episode of Dugout Discussions. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. When's the first pitch, anyway?